stand this morning?
Shabbat Shalom. This week's Torah portion is from Deuteronomy 26 through 29, 8 or 9, depending on which version you use. And the half Torah was from Isaiah 60, all of that chapter. We'll get into it a little bit. It starts out with, it's kind of like when you come in, they're getting ready to go into the land. It starts out with the first fruits offering. I thought it was interesting. The tithe was in the third year. And the tithe was to the Levites, to the strangers, to the orphans, and to the widows. I'd say sometimes in this movement, some are against like giving to churches, but we are in a different circumstances. We're not in the land. We'll leave it at that. Now back to the Torah. Now back to chapters 27 through 28 or through 29. And Moses said, if you obey the entire commandments that I give you this day, you'll be blessed. And we'll read from Deuteronomy 28. I think I got it marked. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord, the God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command you this day, that the Lord thy God will set you high above all things, above all nations of the earth, and all these blessings shall come upon thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. There's plenty of blessings of land flowing through milk and honey. Grow fruit where you probably shouldn't grow. So, oh man. But then verse 15, it kind of goes like, phew. But it shall come to pass, thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all the commandments and his statutes which I command you this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. And some of those curses are crazy. One of the ones that stood out to me as I was reading it the other day or last night, I don't remember, it was like, steal your donkey out from under you. I had the cartoon image in my head, and you're just riding along, and the donkey's just not there. I was like, well, how does that relate to today? But no, we don't ride donkeys today, but we do. Hopefully we won't get carjacked. Or your food stolen. People taken out of your garden. Chapter 29, verse 9, it says, keep therefore the words of this covenant and do them, that thou may prosper in all that you do. So I was thinking, like, there's blessings and curses. Blessings for doing what's right, curses for not doing what's wrong. I thought about Ashley a couple weeks ago. Said, follow commandments, good. Don't follow, bad. But then sometimes I look at our motivation for following the commandments. You can give the church answer, I follow commandments to glorify God. Great. I follow the commandments because it says, if you love God, you'll follow his commandments. Personally, there's part of me that says, man, God's going to bless me if I just do these things. Sorry. It's just honest there. But then sometimes you read God's blessings. Matthew did a little series a couple times in the Beatitudes. God's blessings and American blessings are a little different. But whatever our motivation, we keep doing the things that God says, and eventually we become the light. In Isaiah 60, the first few verses, it goes more into it. It says, arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and the gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall rise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and the kings to the brightness of thy rising. Really talking about the nation of Israel being back restored just because really repented and started doing right. No matter what your motivation is, we start following God's ways, following his commandments, we'll become the light to the nations. Shabbat Shalom.